never thought I would see the day break. Musso, it's been 18 months since we flashed something around together. I can't quite believe it, it's actually you. Oh, with those two bads, it's definitely you. Yes, how have you been?
I've been good, Wizard. It's you! It's the Wizard! It's Wrestling Showdown! And this isn't Rewind, right? This ain't VHS? No? This is it. Am I on Box Office Spotlight right now? No. I'm on Wrestling Showdown, and we're taping this in 2021, am I right? Right, your eyes don't deceive you. What have you been up to? What have you been doing?
Well, I mean, I've been hosting wrestling shows.
Rewind Box Office!
Yeah.
It's been awesome. Well, that's what I've been sitting watching it. That's for 18 months, 20 months, or 72 months, that's what I've been doing. I've been sitting watching Rewind, watching Box Office, we've been working on my knee lift technique, reviewing old footage, that kind of thing. I've been doing some morning workouts. I've been doing some podcasting.
Yes.
Yeah. I've been doing some cocktail mixing.
Yes, that's true.
But now we're back. Now we're back.
And, well, that kind of leads me into something because you talked about what you've been up to in the past 18 months, and, well, you know how people talk, right? You've been on the internet, you know what it's like. There's the internet? Yeah, I know, there's talk and there's things about it. Because rumour has it, Mike, that you've not been at 100%. Rumour has it your back's not been at its best. Is this the case? Is there anything you want to, tell us?
May 14th, 2001. Does that date ring a bell to you?
Off the top of my head, no.
That's when I had my first match. So that means for 20 years now, yeah, I've been diving about this ring. I've been taking a fair bit of punishment. And you're right, for once there's that kernel of truth in what's being discussed on the good old social media. That yes, I have had a slight issue with my back. In December of last year, I finished my workout, I swigged back a protein shake, I sat down to answer some emails, and then when I went to stand back up, I found myself on the ground in crippling pain and felt like I'd been hit by a bolt of lightning. So, yeah, that wasn't overly pleasant. And I have had to seek some medical attention for that. There is something going on in my back. It's not 100%. Well, that's a surprise after the past 20 years, huh? It's not 100%. And there's some damage to the lower back. That's what I'm looking at. But the good news is that there's no impact to the nerves in my back, there's no impact to the spine in my back. So yeah, that's where I'm at with my back, since you asked when we were back here on Wrestling Showdown.
See, you obviously asked to come out here, you want to be one of the first people to welcome everybody back to the brand new footage. And again, I hate to bring this up, even though it's been a long time, right? And again, I hate to say it, but there is talk. And I've been led to believe, and I can't confirm this with you now, that the reason you've come out here is that you're going to relinquish that title. If you're back, hasn't making peace with you, continues the heavyweight champion. Is this the case? Has W3L returned after 18 months and you're going to vacate your heavyweight championship?
It's been a long reign, huh?
It's been a lengthy reign.
Yeah. You had one of the longest reigning W3L champions now in history. Yeah.
So, yeah.
During a pandemic where we've not been able. The truth is I've been itching to defend this belt, but I have had to put some serious thought into the back injury. And whilst the prognosis is good in that, yeah, my spine's not under any immediate threat and there's no nerve damage, I've felt better. I'm struggling to do things. I'm struggling to pick up my son. Some days I have good days and bad days. Like, I'm feeling pretty good today. But maybe tomorrow I go to tie my shoelace and it twinges, I've been quite happy with the rehab work that I've been doing. I'm not going to lie, I've been busting my ass to try and beat this. But I have had some serious thought as to whether now is the right time. Whether now is the right time to take this belt and allow somebody else to try and make their name using this belt. Or the other option is, since I'm still medically cleared to wrestle, we take this belt and I do what I've been dying to do for near enough 2 years, and I defend this belt.
Defend it.
And I think that's what we're going to do. And I know the rumour's been, will I defend at Resolution or not? I don't want to wait till Resolution. There's a lot of unanswered questions. I want to know if my back's going to hold out. Of course I do. I think it's going to, but I'm not going to know for certain until I hand this belt to a referee and you say the following contest is scheduled for one fall and it's for the W3L Heavyweight Championship. And when that bell rings, that's when I find out.
How about we do that right bloody now then?
Bobby Roberts, fancy meeting you here.
Bobby bloody Roberts, get in.
Right.
There's no something. Shut up. I sat back there and I listened to you drawing on and on and on and on about your back. And you mentioned all these numbers, how you're 18 months you've been sitting watching all these rewinds, all this showcase stuff. All you are is a living nostalgia act. Oh, that's all you are. Just nothing but nostalgia. I'm here to tell you right now, W3L needs a fresh face. And that fresh face is Bobby Roberts. That's why we have a ref. I want a title match right bloody now.
Please. It looks like I'm going to have to make a decision right now. I mean, Big Bobby's in the ring. Big Bobby's brought a referee down, and I'm not even ready to... Wait a second. Handing the belt to a ref.
Yeah.
Oh, what, is this a strip show?
The armbands.
Why you take one?
I'm going to channel my inner Eugene Mackey here. I knew when I came here I wanted to test myself. And if you saddled up and you're ready to be that person to test myself again, you want the belt? You want the belt? I said I would hand this to a referee and then I gave you a line wizard. You say that line right now.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this contest is set for one fall and is for the W3L Heavyweight Championship.
2 years almost. 2 years.
Your challenger, Bobby Roberts. And your defending champion, the merchandise, Mike Musso.
There we go. I've waited nearly 2 years to be back in this ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe Fordyce here with your wrestling showdown, and yes, we are back. It's not rewind, it's not box office spotlight. W3L is back up and running. Our first new footage since June of last year. We've already announced, and you heard Mike Musso talk about it, Resolution 14, Saturday 16th of October in Dunfermline. We are back with a bang. We are going to be live and unlocked with live events and gala shows in Bainmouth as well. Bobby Roberts backing Mike Musso in the corner. These men will be involved in those events, and you mentioned Resolution. The question's got to be, one of these men, I guess, will walk in as the heavyweight champion, but which one? When you heard Mike Musso, more than happy to be back, able to get W3L up and running again. He wanted to be here front and centre to welcome every fan back to Wrestling Showdown. Bobby Roberts confronting him, calling him a nostalgia act, saying that W3L is a fresh face and it's going to be him. I mean, this match wasn't planned. Musso had the tights on, he's ever ready. Roberts trying to get out this headlock. It's going to be a really interesting contest because, of course, everybody's been on hiatus since the pandemic kicked in. Again, Wrestling Showdown, we've not had a brand new episode since June of last year. Musso hasn't wrestled since early last year. Roberts had a couple of matches recently, so he's arguably in slightly better ring shape than Mike Musso is. As Roberts doesn't even attempt to out-wrestle him. and going with what brought him to the dance, as the old cliche says. Forearms and chops, and I mean, he's big Bobby Roberts, you can see that. He is a powerful man. In November of 2011 he debuted, so he knows what he's doing. Oh, Roberts. Now, he's wrestled Musso before. In fact, his WTL debut in June of 2016 was against Mike Musso, so he's aware of all the things Musso does, and you see we targeted the back. You heard Musso earlier on, he's had issues with his back. I mean, he could barely stand at one point, and he really isn't sure how his back's going to do, because he's not been able to wrestle, so he's able to test himself. And yes, maybe that's given that a chance to heal, but now he's back in the ring. Can it hold up? Roberts targeting it, and look, going for a cover. Roberts wants to be the new face of W3L, wants to be the new heavyweight champion. You've got to think whoever walks away with the title is going to headline Resolution 14. So who will headline it against is anybody's guess. Musso, he's not forgotten those knee lifts, and Roberts with a side slam drives him down. He knew it of old. Everybody knows the knee lifts is Musso. He will get that shoulder up. They will question the cardiovascular ability of both men, because they've not had that regular wrestling schedule, and no matter how much you work out in a gym, you can't ever stay really in ring shape without actually being in a ring. As Roberts continuing the assault on the spine, driving the point of his elbow into Musso's lower back. That's where those discs were injured. I mean, at one point Musso almost thought his career was going to be over, like his back was that bad. Thankfully the prognosis hasn't been as desperate as he was fearing. But certainly tackling something like Bobby Roberts being bounced around as he has been, it's not going to improve Mike Musso's back any. We'll see, we've got live events planned, 4 already as the ring moves. But Musso crashes hard in that corner. These are unforgiving turnbuckles. And you've got to imagine that, of course, both men want to be part of these upcoming events, Live and Unlocked. Make sure you are there to come out and see us live. Nothing beats seeing WTL live and in person. A big splash by Bobby Roberts, ref straight in. Bobby Roberts unhappy with, and look, goes for a choke. Musso kicked out of this big splash. And I mentioned the cardiovascular capabilities. Of course, if you want to see lots more W3L action, check out the box office. Some of the biggest events in W3L history available on there for you to watch. Many involving Mike Musso. He gets throttled on that middle rope, and Bobby Roberts, the head of steam, and drops down upon him. That may be it. Roberts for the cover again. And Mike Musso kicking out. Roberts wrestled all over the west of Scotland, through England as well. He's certainly no slouch. And of course, you've got to think, with WTL getting back up and running, I imagine lots of people are going to want to get their foot in the door. Maybe loads of folk looking at potentially make a WTL debut, challenge for titles, get in position for Resolution, for example. Musso coming in with a clothesline. I do that loads of folk are watching this match closely. Musso the avalanche. Well, guarantees a whole bunch of folk preparing to challenge the winner. Oh, calling for the face buster. Trademark Musso. Oh, and he slipped. And he gets the knee though. Oh, and he doesn't quite catch the knee lift, and I think that just goes to show you the damage that Roberts has done to him. And also the fact that Musso hasn't wrestled in the better part of 18 months or more. And trying to, couldn't even do it, barely got 2 inches off the mat. Musso holding it at his back. And you take it for granted when you wrestle a regular schedule like Mike Musso does. Just how in shape you stay without even really trying. And spending a year and a half out as Musso hits the merchandiser. reaching deep at that bag of tricks, couldn't hit the blunt force trauma, but got the merchandiser. And Musso slow to follow up though. Slowly rolling over Bobby Roberts, no easy task. But Roberts able to get that shoulder up off the canvas. I've got to think it was a masterstroke by Bobby Roberts. He obviously knew Musso was coming here. Obviously Musso was going to be opening Wrestling Showdown, welcoming the fans back. So he got himself ready, grabbed himself a nearby referee and challenged Musso. Mike Musso wasn't expecting this match. Yes, he had the tights on because he's always prepared. But he wasn't expecting to wrestle, at least not yet. And of course Bobby Roberts has goaded him into it. Challenged him, calling it a nostalgia act as Musso hits the flying clothesline. Of course it's going to dent Musso's pride. He takes what he does seriously, as goes for a cover off the back of that clothesline. It was slow in the cover. Again, I think Musso's cardio is maybe getting to him. I think we'll see that a lot with all of Scottish wrestling, let's be honest, really since the pandemic, because when you can't compete, it's hard to stay in ring, as I've already said. Musso's struggling a little, but he will fight through it. He takes pride in what he does. He takes pride in being the heavyweight champion, representing W3L, doing it for the fans. So his pride being dented a bit, being goaded in that match by Bobby Roberts, and again trying the blunt force. Oh, they hit the ref! Bobby Roberts got out the blunt force trauma and just shoved Musso in. He kicks him low and spikes him with the DDT. And Bobby Roberts, chaining a string of very effective moves together, covers Musso. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Musso's not kicking out, and arms flailing around, but the referee is unconscious. Roberts, I don't think that was intentional. I think he just tried to get out the blunt force trauma attempt, shoved Musso, and he went flying at the ref, and Roberts has vanished. And he's got the belt. That's a heavy belt, and it's the one he wants to hold as the new face of W3L. And speaking of new faces, it goes into Musso's face. Roberts gets rid of the evidence. Musso's down. And Roberts may be about to pull off the biggest heist you've ever seen. That's a 2. Wait, hang on, who is that? That's Looking Sharp. Looking Sharp has appeared and has pulled the ref from the ring. What the hell's going on? And he's thrown a chair in the ring. Where did Looking Sharp come from? Oh, and he assaults Musso. He attacks Musso with a chair. Roberts trying to tell the ref, and I don't think he's expecting this. Oh, bell sounds. Roberts disqualified. Musso wins. And Roberts trying to pull Looking Sharp off Mike Musso. I don't think this was planned. Oh, Roberts is annoyed. Oh, Looking Sharp's feared with nobody. Ah, Bobby Roberts nails him. Bobby Roberts nails Looking Sharp. Mike Musso wins by DQ. What absolute chaos.
It just wouldn't be W3L if things didn't go disastrously wrong, would it? An impromptu match for the heavyweight championship. Looking Sharp interfering. But why nobody even knew he was there? What caused him to stick his oar into the contest? Who can say? I tried to catch up with him moments after the match to get an explanation.
Lou, look, I've got to ask, what happened out there?
He's the one, Stevie boy, he's the one. You see what happened out there?
Yeah, but
I did not say that.
Man, you cost me the title. That was my championship. That was mine. That was not mine. That was mine. Wait till I see you, you one. You're getting done. You're mine. You're claimed.
So as you can see, Bobby Roberts was fuming that his chance to become the new W3L heavyweight champion, indeed the face of W3L, was taken from him by Looking Sharp. Now as for Mike Musso, what's his thoughts on this situation? Well, I'm going to try and get a word with him during the week, and with any luck I'll be able to bring that to you next week right here on Wrestling Showdown. We'll hear what he has to say. But, as I'm sure you're more than well aware, the lockdown is pretty much done. The pandemic's hopefully coming to an end, and W3L is going to be back up and running with live events. Yes, we are live and unlocked, and we are coming out with 4 fantastic live events. On Sunday, 5th September, we're going to be returning to Gala Shields. On Friday, 17th September, we're going to be hitting Linlithgow. On Sunday, 17th October, we will be in Grangemouth. And the day before that, Saturday the 16th, all eyes are on Dunfermline. All eyes are on Resolution 14. We didn't bring you Resolution last year. We'll make it up for this year. Our biggest event of the year, Resolution 14, comes your way in Dunfermline. Tickets for all of these events are on sale right now. If you purchased tickets for these events last year, pre-pandemic, those tickets remain valid, so don't worry. All will be good. If you have any questions, get in touch with us via the website or our Facebook page, and we will explain all we need to about that. I want to thank Cushie's in Dunfermline, fine purveyors of Indian food. They're helping to co-sponsor Resolution 14. And of course, Crafty Connoisseur are sponsoring all of our live events. If you enjoy drinking spirits and like something a little classier than the sort of stuff you pick up at the supermarket, hit up craftyconnoisseur.co.uk, make a purchase from them, go to Cushie's, make a purchase from them as well, and tell them that we said hello. And of course, I should quickly point out, as we are going to be resuming live events and travelling up and down the east coast of Scotland, if you or someone you know wants to sponsor a W3L event, or 2 or 3, or however many you like, get in touch and we will see what we can do. Maybe we can work together, can advertise you here on Wrestling Showdown. You should also pick up a cool W3L t-shirt. There's a variety of amazing designs. Buy it now so it's ready for you and you can wear it when you come out and see us live. And you can pick up t-shirts, you can pick up DVDs, and you can pick up tickets for our live events by going to our website. It's w3lwrestling.com. Give us a like on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, join us over on Instagram, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, use that hashtag. What did you think of Mike Musso versus Bobby Roberts? Which of our 4 live events we've announced are you coming to see? Hopefully the answer is all of them. But get in touch, tell us what you think. And then make sure you come back and join me next week. More brand new footage. It's a new era in Wrestling Showdown. We are racing towards Resolution 14. We are racing towards the return of live events. Make sure you don't miss out. I'll see you in 7 days on Wrestling Showdown.